Joe Cullen, two former Premier League finalists. Nathan Aspinall won his maiden win on the European Tour at the last event, European Tour 2. And the fans are singing his song here as Aspinall hopes to go back-to-back on the greatest tour of all. For Joe Cullen, 3 European Tour titles, but his recent record against Aspinall is not good. Lost the last 6 head-to-head meetings. Aspinall beat Cullen in their last meeting. That was back in Blackpool when Aspinall went on to win the World Match Play title. Two lads that really enjoy each other's company. Get on really well. And this should be a good game played in great spirit at a decent pace as well.
Is that a Nathan Aspinall rug? What is it?
57.
Sort of a wall hanging? That's a new one on me.
Well, they're expanding their ranges now. I mean, you've just seen the life of a modern day
140.
darts player. I mean, has that been handmade?
Not quite sure,
That
but
could
it's
be
quite
a
impressive.
one-off. Yeah, Nathan could do with getting his hands on that. We saw Joe Cullen
100.
posing for selfies, filling up someone's camera roll. It's all the way now. There you go. Taking pictures, videos. Big smile. He enjoyed it, Joe.
Yeah, he's not enjoyed things against Nathan in recent times, has he? As you mentioned, 6 wins in a row for Nathan. Obviously,
60.
that big one, the match play semi-final you mentioned. But there's 3 consecutive Euro Tour wins as well. I think there's a light flashing. You just saw Nathan get distracted at the end of his previous visit. Not sure what light it is, unless it's one of those ones at the top and it's just flickering.
Sure. Oh, now that won't improve his mood.
120.
Yeah, where's that stage side? And we can't see anything untoward. Oh, yeah, I saw it then. There is a light. I think it's one of the main lights above. Well, I think Nathan is saying this needs sorting out now.
Nathan, you require 112.
Mr. Hubert Ware is saying we play to the end of the leg. Now, whatever the ref says goes. I'm not really sure what difference that makes, to be honest. But the leg could be ended very quickly. May not matter.
80.
Well, he'll be back for the double 16. It will be a breaker throw as well. Joe Cullen will beat Rob Owen.
54. Nathan, you require 32.
In round 1. Moves along the hockey. Finds the double. So despite trouble with the lights, Nathan Aspinall has taken out the opening leg. And now Hughes just going to try and find an electric. Where's Rob Cross when you need him? He'd sort this light out, no
Second
problem.
leg, Nathan, a throw first.
Right. So I think there was a miscommunication there. He was like, shall we carry on? He thought Joe said yes. He didn't. Go and get it sorted, which I think is a sensible thing. But the question is, can it be sorted? I remember this happened at Alexandra Palace once, when Mervyn King was playing Zoran Lurchbacher.
It's just gone off. It's flashing now. It's the second light right above the hockey, and that's the problem.
Yeah,
there
you
can
go.
see
It's
it.
gone.
There you go.
And it's on. Now, and it's off. Now, I'm assuming that's doing it of its own accord. If they turned it off completely, which I assume they can isolate it to just have the one, is that going to affect the light on the stage? There is an awful lot of light on that stage. Well, it's off now, so maybe they have just turned that one off and they're going to play. I mean, it doesn't look dark, does it? But it does make a bit of a difference.
I think it was more the flashing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was
140.
getting in Nathan's eye line. Looks like the problem's
58.
been isolated and resolved.
And Nathan has carried on playing like he did in the first leg, which is absolutely brilliantly. Look how smooth and fluid this is. Nathan Aspinall, there's none of the sort of stopping and addressing and
81.
or very little of it. 6 wins in a row against Joe, 3 on the Euro Tour over 3 different years, including here. Now, Joe Cullen won this title in 2020. We didn't have it in 2021. It was COVID. Only had a couple of Euro Tours. But when they came back in 2022, his title defence was ended by Nathan Aspinall. Treble 19 leaves tops.
Knows he'll be back.
26.
Good job, really. That wasn't a great visit, was it? Cullen needs a 2 treble visit here.
44.
And no treble visit.
74.
No good. So Aspinall 2 visits at 74 for a 2-0 lead. Just has to move along the hockey. Just fires over the top, but he will be back for tops. Winner of this one will take on Gerwin Price, who produced a really solid display to beat Mike De Decker, who was good, but couldn't quite see the job through.
Well, that's the first time he's had a real big stop and readdress. But double 10 is found, and it is 2-0 to the Axe. Now, it's not a good start, this from Joe Cullen. And we've seen it before on the Euro Tour already this year, where he started a game poorly and he just hasn't been able to drag himself out of this malaise. It happened when he played Ryan Joyce in his opening game in Göttingen. Got done to nil.
139.
Yeah, it's a phrase we've used a few times about a couple of players at the minute. They're either rocks or diamonds. The ability just to grind out a win doesn't seem to be there as much as maybe it has been in previous years. And you can see from Joe's body language already, he's frustrated. It's not quite happening for him at the moment.
Yeah, and you do wonder, when you've had some chastening experiences, which he has done this year, as well as winning a title he says is probably the most important of his career to prove and get back to winning ways. You do wonder, when you've had some of these nightmare days and then you start poorly, there's got to be, I'm not even sure it's a little voice in his head, it's quite a loud one saying, this could be happening again. It's more difficult to shrug off.
Yeah, he's got such a unique style of throwing as well that, well, as easy as it's off, it's on.
140.
And I guess when you don't know why it's going wrong, it just makes it even more frustrating. But you mentioned Cullen, he's been in 2 finals this year, made the Players' Championship 1 final, and then went on and beat Jan van Veen in Players' Championship 4.
42. Nathan, you require 119.
Bogey number for Joe Cullen. Not a mathematical error, just a throw-in one. Treble 10. Not found, but he's got the luxury of being able to set it up. So he will get to that double 16, and this would be for 3-0 and a double break of throw for the Asp.
105. Nathan, you require 32.
Listen, for 3-0.
Games on the 3rd leg. Nathan Aspinall. 4th leg.
Lost his
Nathan
opening game on Thursday night in Berlin, but it was to the eventual champion Stephen Bunting. Now, at the time, losing to Bunting, who hadn't won a game in the Premier League, might have felt like a bit of a blow, but then maybe
58.
it didn't seem so bad come the end of the night when Bunting's won the whole thing. But also, Nathan averaged a ton in that game, played well. Bunting played brilliantly, more brilliantly as the game went on.
Well, this is not going to help Cullen's chances.
180. $81.
Joe's playing like a man at the minute who doesn't believe he's going to turn it around in this game.
He looks like a man who's scared that he's having another nightmare performance on a Euro Tour stage. And without exaggeration, there was a period of years where Joe Cullen was lighting up Euro Tour stages with some of the best displays that anybody was producing. Week in, week out.
Oh, this is brilliant from Aspinall for a 12-dart leg and a 4-0 lead.
99.
Just on the outside wire, but he's got the luxury of knowing he's coming back here. Joe Cullen has not had a look at a double yet.
140. Nathan, you require 24. Games
finds
on
the
fourth
corner,
leg.
finds a
Nathan
4-0
Aspinall.
lead.
Fifth leg, Joe the third first.
And the way this game is going, we could have our second whitewash of the night here. Oh, hang on. Now all the lights.
Game on.
What are we doing here? Nathan Aspinall's only just realised he's turned round.
100.
Joe's thinking, turn them all off. Turn them all off. I might have a chance. Has anybody got a
57.
torch? Could do with a miner's lamp.
Well, there's evidently going to have to be some
96.
inquisition at the end of this game before the final game of the night between Josh Rock and Jan van Veen.
58.
So not only has Rob Cross missed out on his fee for being in the second round, he's missed out on a call-out fee as well.
I think young
58.
Thomas Lovely's an electrician. Can we
He
not
is.
drag him back? He's still here this weekend. He's watching RB Leipzig today.
134.
I must say, it does actually look worse on the screen than it does when we look out onto the stage. The conditions
57.
actually don't look too bad.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things. There is so much lighting on those TV stages. When players talk about it being absolutely roasting on the TV stages, a lot of it is how much light there is on it because they have to light it for the TV. When, in actual fact, if you were playing on it
100.
yourself,
Joe, you require
you'd be absolutely fine.
150.
But it does look like they are playing in the gloom here.
180.
Right, that's
Nathan, you
better
require
from Cullen.
152.
But this would absolutely be a punch in the gut if this goes. It's not going to go. That wasn't a badly thrown dart either from Aspinall. He fancied that.
100.
Right,
Joe,
can
you
Joe
require
Cullen
52.
get a leg on the board?
These are his first starts at double in the whole game. And he has missed
No
all
score.
three.
Nathan, you require 52. Games on the fifth leg. Nathan Aspinall.
Well, the march to victory goes on for Nathan Aspinall here. Because despite the fact he's got this brilliant record against Joe Cullen, and it looks like he's going to make it 7 straight victories over the rock star in a period of 4 years. We have
81.
not seen him dismantle him in this fashion before. I mean, there was a win at the UK Open that was 10 legs to 2.
60.
But this is an absolute hiding that Joe Cullen is suffering. It could be his second whitewash defeat on the European Tour already this year. We're only in event number 3.
54.
Yeah. Missed one of the Euro Tour events for the first time in a long, long time.
100.
Joe must feel like somebody's pulled the plug out on his chances tonight.
100. $100.
Tough times for Joe. He's made 2 finals. Won one of them, but he just cannot seem to find any consistency in his
46.
game at the minute.
It's a much better visit, and he is down to a makeable finish. But if Nathan Aspinall can pop in a ton here, probably does need to find a treble 20.
$97. Joe, you require 101.
And it's not bad.
Well, he's going to get a look at it.
49. Nathan, you require
An opportunity here then for the Asp. Shot still on. And it's got to be treble 18. Not found. Joe Cullen will get another opportunity.
91.
But
Joe,
Aspinall
you
is
require
breathing
52.
down his neck. Double 16. Missed it 3 times in the last leg. He's having to move right along the hockey here, and he's got
Games
it.
on the 6th leg.
Joe Cullen is on the board.
Joe Cullen.
5-1 down.
7th leg, Joe the third first. Game on.
Well, an 18-dart break of throw means that Joe Cullen will not be whitewashed. But it's an awful long way back
59.
from here.
I mentioned that Gerwin Price waits in this particular part of the draw. Andrew Gilding, who whitewashed Richard Veenstra earlier on, and the winner of our final game, Josh Rock against Jan van Veen.
30.
Puff of the cheeks and a moment's reflection for Cullen.
100.
If he can win another leg here, then who knows where it goes. There's a lot of sighing and deep breaths being taken on that hockey at the minute.
100. 62.
It's just error after error, and even the deflections are going against him. And the Asp is closing in on victory.
He is. He's first to a finish. 2 trebles minimum. Oh dear.
34.
Well, he's hit that 3 section far too many times. And Aspinall to put this one to bed. He too goes in the wrong bed. That's a good adjustment, and he knows he's coming back.
I mean, he's got the marker in the 19s, but treble 15 might be the play. Yeah.
123.
He's not then leaving double 6. He's going to double 12. It's just sensible board management. But Joe Cullen is really not enjoying it up there.
24.
This for the match then, and maybe to put Cullen out of his misery tonight. And Nathan Aspinall does that. I don't think he enjoyed that one bit, beating his good mate Joe Cullen, whose European Tour woes continue.